너와 나 우리의 여름밤 그 세 글자 네 눈에 떠올라 잠깐만 아니야 떠오른 그 말 오늘은 그 말을
Hi guys, so I hope that you liked the little intro I did, and you might have noticed that every shot in that intro was static, and for a good reason. I recently got a tripod sent to me from a brand called iFootage, and I've been testing it on my productions and on YouTube videos in order to make an honest review. And just a disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video, and this is my real opinion of the product. But before I'll tell you a little bit more about the product, I want to give you a little tip that will help you improve your cinematography skills. You might have heard me talk about this before, but I believe that limiting yourself is a great way to improve your skills in a certain area. This could be done in many different ways. For example, you could decide to shoot a project only on 2 lenses, you could decide to start only using natural light, or you could decide to put your camera on a tripod and create a project that is solely shot only using tripod. A limitation like this will give you a framework, and it will take one more decision-taking step from your process. Because when you put a camera on a tripod, you're basically only left with a static shot, pan, and tilt. Because of this, you will suddenly have to become more aware of your framing, of your composition, and of your lighting. At the same time, you suddenly want to focus more on what's happening in front of the camera rather than with the camera. This way you can add dynamism to your shots even without the camera movement. There's actually a great commercial I've recently seen from Sebastian Kottermann, who's a director, and he did an amazing job in creating a sports commercial, but solely shot with a static camera. If you want to watch that piece, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. At the same time, a static shot can be a very powerful tool in storytelling. Even though it is a basic tool, if you use it right, it can express uneasiness, it can express stillness and other emotions. So it's definitely good to practice static shot, and it's something that I'm also going to be exploring more in the future. And now finally to the tripod review. I'm not going to talk about the technical specs, but you can see them on the screen, and I'm also going to link both the legs and the tripod head in the description of the video, so you can check it out. And just again, disclaimer, these links are not affiliate links. I'm not making any profit if you buy any of those products. Now, what I want to talk about is how user-friendly I feel the tripod is and how I've been enjoying or not working with it. So let's first start with the positive. I really like the design of the tripod. It's quite lightweight for the size and for the load that it can handle. At the same time, you can really feel that it's been made from high quality materials. It is super easy to set up and take down, and what I really like is that you can take off the connectors that are connecting the legs, and that allows you to go really low with the tripod, so you can get some nice creative angles. My previous tripod unfortunately couldn't do it, so this is a big plus for me. Apart from the technical design, I also like the visual design because it's black and red, so it really matches with my camera. This is a minor thing, but the combo looks really nice together. Another thing I really like is the quick release mechanism that allows you to take off the camera sideways and lift it up. So you don't actually have to push it back and forward to release the quick plate, and then you can also quick lock it in, which makes it really easy to swap between handheld, tripod, or gimbal shots. The quick release plate is Manfrotto compatible. The head of the tripod also feels really solid, and there's a counterweight setting with 5 different steps, depending on how heavy is your camera. Plus, you can also decide on the friction between the pan and tilt. So if you have a lighter camera, the friction can be really low. If you have a heavier camera and you want to do slower movements, the friction can be a little bigger. As with any tripod, there are 2 knobs that lock in the head on both pan and tilt, and these ones work really, really great. What I also like is that you can quickly release the head and take it off the tripod, which allows me to put the legs and the head separately into my luggage, which comes in very handy when you travel. Now, as I said, the tripod is super easy to set up and take down, but if there's one thing that could be improved, then I would say it's the locking mechanism of the tripod legs. It is at the bottom of the legs and it's not uncomfortable, but I can imagine that the locking mechanism being up, it would be so much more easier to open it up, lift the tripod and then lock it again without having to reach out down to the legs. If you have an assistant with you, this is no issue, but if you're a one-man band, it would definitely be much more comfortable to have the locking mechanism on top. Apart from that, I don't really have anything bad to say about the tripod. So far, I've been really enjoying it, using it. I could imagine having a lighter version of the tripod, which iFootage actually has, but I haven't tested that one yet. But for any bigger productions or when you're working with a team or even expedition stuff where, again, you're working with a team, this tripod is great. It's quite lightweight and it's very sturdy and user-friendly. So overall, guys, I've been really enjoying using this tripod, and especially if you consider the price, which is around, I think, $850 together with the fluid head. I don't think you can get many other tripods with these capabilities in that price range. And that's it for the review, guys. As I said, I'm really enjoying the tripod and I'm definitely going to be testing it more in the future. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, and I'll see you next Tuesday with the next video. Peace.